Well, it's Wishblossom Ranch release day, and I'm here to bring you some helpful tips to get started and early looks at new content in this DLC. There will be plenty more Dreamlight Valley content to come, so go ahead and subscribe and leave a like and comment on this video. Okay, now let's get into tip number one. Collect any resources you may be low on before starting Wishblossom Ranch. While trying to level up Maximus for a quest, I didn't have any lettuce at all and couldn't give him his favorite food. And as you can see, the horses will only eat what they like. They won't just eat any kind of food. That being said, feeding your horse is just one of the many ways you can build your relationship with your mount. And building your relationship helps unlock skills that we'll talk more about in a second. You can pet them, you can ride them, you can brush them as well to build a bond. You start off with just one, but at the stables, you can make space for more if you have the appropriate crafting materials. So let's go ahead and ride our mount over on to the stables. Now they can go galloping slowly, or you can use them to quickly run throughout the valley, which is so helpful. Your horse is a great way to travel. Here's the stables, and you can interact with it through Scrooge McDuck's sign. Now, when you're interacting with the stables, Snow White will come and she'll tell you what you need to upgrade your stable so that you can get another horse in there. Like on my next upgrade, I'll need resources from Glamour Gulch. But on the first one, you might need some resources from the main valley. So again, that's why tip 1 tells you to make sure that you have your resources. Like I said, your horse is a great way to travel because you can ride him quickly all throughout. But as you can see, you can also use him to hop over objects, and he can even help you destroy objects. So it's really fun, quick, and easy to use. Another thing that's going to be super easy to do with your horse is, if you have multiple horses, transferring mounts. So you'll see that you also have Maximus from Rapunzel, and you'll have Spin. Now, transferring, you don't even need to get off your mount. You simply hit N if you're playing on your mouse and keyboard, and that'll help you transfer to any of the mounts that you have. Another thing, which is super helpful, is that they all have different skills. They also all have different foods that they like to eat. And remember, like we said earlier, you can only feed your horse what they like to eat. You can't feed them any other kind of food. But you can quickly call them whenever you need their help, no matter where you are in the valley, by using that same N button on your keyboard. Okay, now, your horses, as we said earlier, will gain XP and friendship with you when you do things like riding, petting, feeding, and brushing them. This is helpful because you can give them skills like mining, gardening, foraging, and then while you're on your horse, you don't even have to get off, you don't have to use your tools, which means that you don't lose any energy like you would if you were mining with your pickaxe. I will say though, while playing this game, grinding with Maximus to level 3 was very hard and it took a while, so make sure you do everything that you can while riding your horse, like petting them, riding them, brushing them, to help you gain that XP. The horses truly were the perfect addition to the ranch and very helpful, which, speaking of helpful, brings us to tip number 2. Make sure you have plenty of coins on you. You'll need them to pay for Snow White's house, which costs 2,500 coins, and you'll need ingredients from Goofy's caravan, so it's best you come prepared. And yes, that's right, Goofy now has a caravan that drives all around the ranch as opposed to his stationary stalls in the main valley. You can interact with them without getting off your mount, and there's a symbol on your map that tells you where his caravan is if you ever need to find him to buy some items. Currently in his shop, he has dark chocolate coffee bean seeds, pearly barley seeds, beetroot seeds, and scarlet kale seeds. Some of these items you'll need for a quest with Cruella, so, like I said, make sure you have some coins on you before you begin. And of course, you'll need to pay Scrooge to open up the portals so that you can fast travel, because nothing comes for free from Mr. McDuck, and you don't want to end up like me and not have enough money to pay for the things that you need. Tip number 3, have storage ready. You'll be gathering a lot of materials and your inventory will fill up quickly. Not only does Wishblossom have new items, but you'll find some of the same fish, vegetable seeds, and other items from the main valley. So you want to ensure whatever storage system you use to track your goods is prepared to store all the things you want to stack up on. And I do suggest having a hefty stash of resources already stored, so you don't have to scramble around finding those during quests, because mining only 5 pieces of jasper for Quella's task felt like the most impossible thing ever. And if you're like me and you haven't unlocked all your inventory space yet, you might just want to go ahead and do that. Finally, tip 4, and possibly the most important one, try to do as many story quests as possible before beginning the ranch so the quest section is not overloaded like this. I've been neglecting my valley, but yeah, this list just looks terrible and I have a lot to knock off, so don't be like me. And finally, some last things for us to look at that come with this DLC. There's a cave, and inside this cave, you can find Tinkerbell here. One thing I am disappointed about is that you'll probably have to do a bunch of quests before you actually can talk to Tinkerbell. For right now, she's kind of locked inside this cave, protecting the heart of Dreamlight Valley, which is what makes all the pixie dust. But I'm hoping after only a few more quests, I can free her, and that way I can have some fun, because really, I only got Wishblossom so that I could see Tinkerbell. She's one of my favorite characters, and I can't wait to have her floating around my ranch. And the final thing I'll show you is all the cool new craftable items that you can create. I will definitely be using these to decorate my valley for the winter because they have so many cool new snow-covered items in the shop. I can't wait to collect all of these resources so I can truly build the most beautiful ranch possible for December.